All right, y'all. What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Let me know if you guys can hear me good. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Oh, what is this doing? Yeah, definitely let me know if y'all can hear me because this over here doing something weird. All right, y'all can't hear me. Hey, y'all. I see you, Miss Faith, Lil Baby, Lysandra, Mama Bees. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, give me just a minute. Let me pull up. Let me pull up this lawsuit, and then we're gonna get into some things. Let me see. Hopefully, y'all are enjoying yours day. All right. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your day. Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna give it just a few minutes for the people to come in. For some reason, I don't know how many people are watching me as this goes through because this thing is over here doing some weird stuff. Hold on. Let's see. All right. We got 11 people in here. Hey, I'm Natty. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right. All right. So, what I want to get into first. So, all right. In case if y'all do not know who Zion's, however you say his name, he is a basketball player. He used to play, or he played for the, what you call it? Hold on. He used to play with the Dukes, with Duke, and now he is with the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans. There we go, my bad. I don't know nothing about sports like that. The Pelicans, okay? So that's who he is. So there's a couple of things that I actually want to read, or that I feel like we can get into, okay? So give me just a moment here, and let's get into it. All right, now this is coming from the New York Post. I do feel like most of the time, 90% of the time, they are at least pretty accurate, or if they are not, they do provide resources. Hey, Amber, what's going on? So we're gonna get into the article, and then we'll get into the lawsuit because the lawsuit is something. And shout out to Tracy for the lawsuit, honey. Shout out to Tracy. All right. Pelican star Zion Williamson is being accused of R-wording by a woman claiming to be his ex-girlfriend in a bombshell lawsuit filed on Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court and obtained by the Post. The woman, identified as Jane Doe, alleges that Williamson R-worded her in 2020. In one instance, Doe claimed Williamson, who is 24 now. One thing I must say is, Williamson, don't ruin your life. Do not ruin your life. If you've already done this stuff, you ruining your life, bro. You only 24. Anyway, in one instance, Doe arrived. Hey, Aunt Natty, what's going on? And I see you, baby girl. 1981 was warm. I'm glad y'all came back like y'all said y'all would. Wait, hold on. Before we get into this real deep, y'all, that um Diddy video this morning. Can y'all believe that video got 17,000 views? That is some crazy, boy. I don't know if y'all went to go look, but when I saw it, I was gagged. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. 17,000 of views? Okay. I appreciate it. Right now it's at 17,824. That's crazy, right? Anyway. Hey, IPV, what's going on? What's going on? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the rest of this. So it says in one instance, Doe claimed that Williamson, 24, arrived to the Beverly Hills home that he had. Oh, no, 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 no. He portrayed that he rented this home while he was in training during COVID on September the 23rd of 2020 and demanded sex. According to Doe, Williamson called her stuck up and a bitch. And when she refused to engage in sex, the 6'6", 280-pound power forward pinned plaintiff down on the bed with her hands behind her back and R-worded her. Williamson is alleged to have taken her phone and choked her and told her she talks too much. A second claim of R-word occurred the following month, in which Doe spoke of potentially visiting a friend, leading Williamson to allegedly pick her up, throw her on the ground, pin her shoulders down, so that she couldn't move, and violently R-worded her. This is what the man's saying. Okay. Yeah, he is a hard 23 or 24. Hard 24. I mean hard. Hey, everybody. Welcome on in. What's going on? Hey, LLE. I see you, boo. What's going on? Bama girl, how you doing? This is crazy. That ain't even the kicker part. So she says that he then took her phone and computer so that she could not contact anyone to secure a ride elsewhere and to report the assault or seek medical care. ESPN reported the accuser is seeking anywhere from 18 million to 50 million. In a statement provided to the Post, Williamson denied all of the allegations through his legal rep. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness and we deny them. His rep said the allegations contained in the complaint are categorically false and reckless. This is the plaintiff's third set of attorneys. Third set of attorneys. Hey, chosen by Yahweh. What's up, Shar? Hey, y'all. Hey. It says that Williamson acknowledged a consensual casual relationship with Doe, and she only began demanding millions of dollars after their time together. So, if you see in my thumbnail, you see a white silhouette of a woman, right? And then beside her, you see Mariah. Now, there's a reason why Mariah is up here. And I'm going to show you guys this TMZ clip in just a moment where TMZ pretty much asked her that everyone is alleging that she may be the Jane Doe. She may be the Jane Doe in this lawsuit. But she's alleging that there are multiple victims, is what she's saying. So I promise we're gonna go over the lawsuit itself. It's not that long either. But now Doe's suit alleges a pattern of abuse, controlling, and threatening behavior toward the plaintiff. All right. So let's just go ahead and get into the lawsuit itself. We ain't gotta keep reading this. Oh, you know what? I guess we can't read it, and then we'll go into a lawsuit because I see something at the bottom of this that I do think is important. Okay. Now, Williamson is also accused of threatening to have his security guard shoot Joe. Oh my God, to shoot Doe in the head while the security guard was present, and carrying a loaded firearm multiple times in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Girl, what? In April, Williamson was dragged into a home invasion incident involving the mother of his child, Akima Love, who is 23. Love, who is 23, who was arrested for attacking a romantic rival. Love was charged with home invasion, aggravated battery, and stalking after she broke into an unidentified woman's residence. Okay, now this I do remember, and grabbed the victim's hair and struck the victim with keys. Yeah, this happened not too long ago, back in April. That sounds about right. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? I remember hearing about that. Okay, I don't think I reported on it, but I do remember hearing about it. Now, Williamson was not named in the affidavit. Now, Love was served an order of protection as part of her custody release following a bond hearing, according to court records. Okay. In 2023, adult film star Mariah Mills claimed that she had an intimate relationship with the former number one overall pick and threatened to release alleged X tapes of the two. In March, Love revealed that she was pregnant and celebrating another addition to the family on Instagram. Child, they just be going through the most. All right, let's get into this lawsuit, child. And we goes all the way down to the factual information, girl, because I'm not reading all of this. All right. Now, it is interesting. I did kind of pre-read it, and baby, it is interesting. Here we go. Oh, let me go up here. So the plaintiff is Jane Doe, and the defendant is Zion Williamson, or Zion, however you say it, Williamson. Let's get into it. Plaintiff and defendant began a dating relationship in or around 2018 while the defendant was a freshman at Duke University. Plaintiff remained in a dating relationship with defendant from 2018 through June of 2023. During the course of their relationship, defendant engaged in a continuing pattern of abusive, controlling, and threatening behavior toward the plaintiff. His wrongful conduct occurred in Louisiana and continued thereafter across several states. The abuse was sexual, physical, emotional, and financial in nature. During the fall of 2020, thank y'all for paying attention to these trolls, because you know they'll start coming in here out of nowhere. In or about, wait a minute. During the fall of 2020, defendant moved to Beverly Hills, California for training and rented a house in the area. On or about September 23rd of 2020, defendant R-worded and assaulted the plaintiff. Plaintiff was picked up by the defendant's agent from a hotel where plaintiff's brothers were staying. Interesting. Defendant's agent brought plaintiff to defendant's home in Beverly Hills. Defendant, however, did not arrive at the home until late that evening. When defendant got home, plaintiff told defendant that she was tired and wanted to go to sleep. Defendant called plaintiff stuck up and a bitch and told her that she could not go to sleep without having sex with him. Plaintiff told defendant no. Defendant pinned plaintiff down on the bed with her hands behind her back and R-worded her. Afterwards, plaintiff tried to grab her phone, but defendant took it from her and threw it across the room. Defendant then choked plaintiff and yelled at her for talking too much. Plaintiff recalls the smell of alcohol on defendant's breath after this incident. Defendant did not give back plaintiff's phone for a period of time. A second R-word occurred in Beverly Hills on October the 10th of 2020. On that day, plaintiff told defendant that she was considering seeing a friend in San Diego. Defendant told plaintiff that she could not go. The thought of the plaintiff leaving made defendant very angry. Defendant then threw things in the house, frightening the plaintiff. Then he picked her up, threw her down on the ground, and pinned her shoulders down so that she could not move. Defendant violently R-worded plaintiff in multiple ways. Afterwards, defendants took plaintiff's cell phone and laptop and kept them for a period of time so that plaintiff could not contact anyone to secure a ride elsewhere, report the assault, or to seek medical care. These two incidents were not isolated. Defendant continued to abuse R-word and assault. and batter plaintiff in California and other states, including Louisiana and Texas, until the relationship ended in 2023. Now, do y'all see? Do y'all see why people are saying that it sounds like it's her? So let me just finish this little sentence, and then I'm gonna play this video. These acts occurred without plaintiff's consent and against her will, and included. Okay, I'll read that in just a minute. But listen to this, y'all. Hold on.
People speculating that you maybe are Jane Doe. What's the deal?
So, before I answer that, I would like to say I really hope all the victims, including me, get justice and, things that have happened in the past with him and with anybody else, everything gets resolved because a lot.
Okay, can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Now, this is Mariah. Basically, in this video, she's saying that she hopes that all the people who are in this particular lawsuit gets justice. She's saying that he did all of these things and that there are multiple victims. And I'll finish playing it.
Of us don't deserve that, and I just feel like a lot of things have been swept under the rug for so long, and I feel sorry to the victim. I've been through a lot of stuff with him, and it's just shocking.
Has this suit that you saw, drop just now, given you any feeling like, hey, or inspiration to file your own grievances, your own suit?
I don't want to talk about that right now without my lawyer present, but I'm just shocked, and hopefully he changes, and the victim and me and everyone else can find comfort and move past all of this.
Any message?
Anyway, so she's saying again that she wants to seek comfort and she wants to move past them. Now, keep in mind they no longer were in a relationship after 2023. Okay. So, hey, everybody coming in. So again, she's basically saying that there are other victims out there and blah blah blah. Now, again, this lawsuit is in the name of a Jane Doe. To me, it gives me that it may be Miss Mama's. Let's keep going. All right. I'm going to read this again. These two incidents are not isolated. Defendant continued to abuse, R-word, assault, and batter plaintiff in California and other states, including Louisiana and Texas, until the relationship ended in 2023. These acts occurred without plaintiff's consent and against her will, and included actually and physically assaulting plaintiff multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California, Louisiana, and Texas. Strangling plaintiff with such force that she reasonably feared for her life and eventually lost consciousness multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California and Louisiana. Suffocating and or smothering plaintiff by forcefully pressing his hands over plaintiff's nose and mouth in a manner that prevented plaintiff from breathing and caused her to reasonably fear for her life multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California and in Louisiana. Picking plaintiff up and carrying her in a different location against her will, where he beat, R-word, and strangled her in 2022 in Louisiana. Violently striking plaintiff with a great force using his hand multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California and Louisiana. Violently kicking plaintiff with great force using his feet multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California and Louisiana. Forcing plaintiff to leave her apartment and enter a vehicle transporting her to a secondary location and intentionally imprisoning her in the vehicle by violently slamming the car door shut as she tried to exit the vehicle, which caused the car door to strike plaintiff's head with such force that she lost consciousness in 2020 and 2022 in Louisiana. Confining plaintiff after the R word or assault incident multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California, Louisiana, Texas, and in Oregon. Entering plaintiff's apartment without her knowledge or consent, and once inside, committing additional crimes, including stealing her personal belongings and physically and sexually assaulting her in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Threatening plaintiff, including threatening to unalive plaintiff and her family members multiple times in California and Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Threatening to have his paid security guard pow pow plaintiff in the head while the security guard was present and carrying a loaded pow pow multiple times in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. You know what? Let me take an offer here. And let me put this up here. Child, I done forgot. All right, y'all. Now this is a fine time to say it, but this may be graphic. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe a trigger here. I apologize. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, okay. Let's keep going. Threat, and by the way, y'all, if y'all like to send a love token over to the Cash App, you can, because y'all do understand that this ain't gonna be it's probably ain't gonna be monetized. I done slipped up and said too many words. Okay, here we go. Threatening to have his paid security guard pow pow plaintiff in the head while the security guard was present and carrying a loaded pow pow multiple times in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Threatening to have his paid security guard unalive plaintiff's parents after informing plaintiff that he knows where their home address is multiple times in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Monitoring plaintiff's location at all hours, monitoring who plaintiff was with, calling her repeatedly, following her home from work, or sending his friends to follow her, continuously taking and going through her phone and laptop, entering her apartment without permission, and going through her belongings, lying in wait at her apartment for her return in California and in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Threatening to throw and throwing heavy objects at plaintiff's body, which caused her injury in California and in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Using force and intimidation to rob plaintiff of her car keys, phone, and laptop without her consent in California and in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Pointing a loaded pow pow at plaintiff's head, causing her to reasonably fear for her life in 2022 and in Louisiana. Filming plaintiffs without her consent and threatening to distribute nude videos and images of her when she wanted to break up in California and in Louisiana in 2020 and in 2023. Y'all, I'm sorry, this sounds like Mariah to me. This sounds like Mariah to me. This sounds like her. That article that I just read literally says everything about Mariah. They were no longer in a relationship after 2023. Not only were they no longer in a relationship, but she mentioned that he said that he was going to take the what they were filming and distribute it. And she's saying that she had no knowledge of him recording. Girl, I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts in just a minute. Now this is one of them tough ones. This is one of them tough ones, but I'm gonna give y'all my raw, unfiltered thoughts. That's why y'all subscribe and follow me. Other acts of criminal violence that will be shown at trial. Girl, she's requesting a trial. When many of the wrongful acts were committed against plaintiff, defendant was either drunk or on the coquiana As a direct and proximate result of defendant's conduct, plaintiff has suffered severe emotional distress, anxiety, depression, humiliation, loss of sleep, and other physical and emotional injuries. As a further direct and proximate result of defendant's conduct, plaintiff has incurred expenses for medical and psychological treatment, therapy, and counseling. The first cause of action, this is for the assault. Plaintiff hereby realleges and incorporates herein by reference each and every allegation containing in the previous paragraphs as um, um, though fully set forth herein. Defendant intentionally acted to place plaintiffs in reasonable and intimidate um, apprehension of harmful or offensive conduct. Plaintiff did not consent to defendant's conduct. As a direct and proximate result of defendant's conduct, plaintiff reasonably fears that defendant will cause her harm. As a direct and proximate result of defendant's conduct, plaintiff has suffered general and special damages in an amount to be proven at trial. Defendant's acts were done in malice, oppression, and oppression. Girl, I okay again. I have to, baby. I promise when I get to this, y'all gonna be like, now, shut, baby. I got my things to say. Anyway, y'all know that she is seeking punitive damages for the assault. Plaintiff, okay, I don't have to keep reading that. Y'all already know. Plaintiff hereby in realleges and incorporates herein, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the defendant touched the plaintiff and or caused the plaintiff to be touched with the intent of harm or offended um, the plaintiff. Plaintiff did not consent to the contact. The plaintiff was harmed or offended by the defendant's conduct. A reasonable person in the plaintiff's position would have been offended by the touching. Defendant acted with the intent to cause a harmful or offensive contact with plaintiff's intimate parts and actually offensive contact with plaintiff's intent or intimate parts. Sorry. So that was about the actual battery, the intentional infliction of emotional distress. So these are all the things that she's suing for. So she's suing for the assault, she's suing for battery, she's suing for actual battery, she's suing for intentional affliction of emotional distress. She is suing for domestic violence. She is suing for stalking. She is suing for burglary. She is suing for false imprisonment. Conversation. She's suing for that, and her prayer of relief, or her prayer for relief. Wherefore, plaintiff prays for judgment against defendant as follows: for general damages in the amount to be proven at trial, but substantially in excess of the jurisdictional limits of this court. For special damages in the amount to be proven at court, for exemplary and punitive damages and an amount to be proven at court, for cost of suit herein accrued, for attorney's fees to the extent permitted by the law, for prejudgment interest according to the law, and for such other and further relief as the court may deem just or proper. And again, this was filed just 2 days ago. Well, this was filed Thursday. Sorry, this was filed Thursday. So let me say this. um, couple things here. Mariah, girl, I have to say this. You are one of the most delusional people that I know. So I don't know to the extent of this. And I'm not saying that I don't believe her. I'm not saying that I don't believe this Jane Doe. But Mariah, baby, you have a history of being delusional. You literally have a history of being delusional. Like, you have been trying to get money from this man for the longest. If we're going to call it what it is, you have been hoeing and doing all of the rest of the stuff for the longest. And unfortunately, it's so unfortunate. Unfortunately, these things will ride your back for the rest of your life. So I really just don't know how I feel about this. Unless it comes out that it's someone else besides Mariah. Mariah is trying to remain like anonymous, but the thing is that every detail that you've given sounds like this particular lawsuit to me. And I just think, girl, you're again, I'm not saying that she ain't go through it, but the girl has been delusional for the longest. Okay. For the longest. Um, and so I just don't quite understand. I don't get this. I don't get this. Yes, she has. She has continued to say this before. And also, what was the other um I'm trying to think. What was the other um situation? It was something a few years ago that came out on the internet about them too. Mm, mm. It'll come to my memory in a minute. So here is the burglary piece of it, I guess. I guess the burglary piece is going into her home without her knowledge. You know what I'm saying? J Dub, I hope you're doing well because I know you're not rushing me. Hold on, J Dub. You all right? You good? You all right? You good? I don't like nobody coming up here and rushing me. How about I just saw your comment? You good, bruh? Hello? You there? You there, J Dub? J Dub kind of lost it there. I'm just wondering if J Dub is good. He didn't even come in here and speak or nothing. And what's the name so I can Google it? The lawsuit don't got no name on it. It say Jane Doe. He was asking what the name was, and I'm like, "Is you good? Is you gonna speak or something?" I just looked over and saw the comment. Like, hold on, hold up a minute. Hey, Symmetry, what's going on? So back to what I was saying. You want to look it up? Everybody know who Mariah Mills is with a crazy tail. Again, I guess unless this come out as being something different and we get an actual name, it's giving me that it's Mariah. The details are giving me that it's Mariah. The same thing that she's been saying. Um, when TMZ caught up with her, oh, I probably should wait. I probably should wait till my attorneys are present before I speak. Girl, again, not saying that these things did not happen to her, but I don't know about her because she's a little delusional, y'all. Let's just be for real. She's a little delusional. And the part that gets me the most is this right here. Hold on. Let me go back up here on this lawsuit. So the part that gets me is the actually, well, all of this. So I'm gonna read this again for people that may just be joining us on what she's accusing of. Hey, really B, what's up, boo? So sexually and physically assaulting plaintiff multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California, Louisiana, and Texas. Strangling plaintiff with such force that she reasonably feared for her life and eventually lost consciousness multiple times between 2020 and 2023, suffocating and or smothering plaintiff by forcefully pressing his hand over plaintiff's nose and mouth in a manner that prevented plaintiff from breathing and causing her to reasonably fear for her life multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California and Louisiana, picking plaintiff up and carrying her to a different location against her will, where he beat, R-worded her, strangled her, and all of this happened in 2020 in Louisiana. So that's okay. Violently striking plaintiff with great force using his hands multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California and in Louisiana. Violently kicking plaintiff with great force using his feet multiple times between 2020 and 2023 in California and in Louisiana. Forcing plaintiff to leave her apartment and entering a vehicle, transporting her to a secondary location and intentionally imprisoning her in her in the vehicle by violently slamming the car door shut as she tried to exit the vehicle, which caused the door to strike the plaintiff in the head with such force that she lost consciousness in 2022 in Louisiana. Almost done. Confining plaintiff after an R word or assault, including incident multiple times between 2020 and 2023, California, Louisiana, Texas, and in Oregon. So when y'all was in Oregon, y'all was there for a game or something. And furthermore, how old is Mariah? Let me look that up. How old is that girl? I mean, we're not gonna go by how she looked, how old she looked, because let me see, Mariah Mills. Yeah, I forgot how old she is. Wait, how old? She's 34. She's 34. Her birthday is October the 17th of 1990, allegedly. You definitely don't look 34 anymore. Okay, getting back to this. Uh-oh. I guess that's what I get for being trying to be funny. Entering plaintiff's apartment without her knowledge or consent, and once inside, committing additional crimes, including stealing her personal belongings and physically and actually assaulting her in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Threatening plaintiff, including threatening to unalive plaintiff and her family members multiple times in California and in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Thank you, Terry, for dropping links. I appreciate it. Threatening to have his paid security guard pow plaintiff in the head while the security guard was present and carrying a loaded pow multiple times in Louisiana between 2020 and 2023. Threatening to have his paid security guard unalive plaintiff's parents after informing plaintiff that he knows where their what their addresses is between 2020 and 2023. Girl, again, you sent a meeting with TMZ, so I'm talking about you don't know nothing about. Girl, you lying. You lie. This is you. This is giving me you. And again, when we come back around here, if I'm wrong, I can come back up here and say that I'm wrong. But for this one, this definitely sounds like Mariah. It do. Hey, Brittany. Hey, everybody. Sorry if I'm misspeaking to y'all. This really do sound like Mariah, y'all. It do. It do. And to be clear, you can Google her. Just Google Mariah versus Zion Williamson, and it's gonna come up. All of the stuff that she ever alleged is gonna come up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can I be honest? Put a one in the chat if y'all want me to be real honest, and don't be mad at me for what I'm getting ready to say. And I wouldn't normally do this, but I don't care if y'all don't put a one in the chat. I think I'm still gonna say it. This is the same woman who get on the internet lying talking about she ain't never had no BBL or plastic surgery. Get out my face playing with me. This is the very person who has gotten on this internet multiple times and lied about having freaking surgery. Girl, we can see you. You swole. What? This is literally the same person who's walking around here saying she didn't have any surgery done. Girl, your lip, even from this picture that I have on the thumbnail, you look very different from today to this picture, or from that picture to today. Stop lying, girl. Quit lying. So again, I don't know. I don't know if I trust her. I'm sorry. So it's supposed to be two women, Aunt Natty, but the way that she made it sound when TMZ talked to her, she said that it was other victims, but it sounds like it's her because she accused him in 2023. She accused him of wanting to leak their sex tapes, and that's what this lawsuit says. Now again, it could be a different person. It could very well be a different person, but it sounds like Mariah to me. It sounds like her. Um, it definitely sounds like her to me. So the reason why I put the silhouette is because the lawsuit says Jane Doe. When she met up with TMZ, she said this. Hold on.
People speculating that you maybe are Jane Doe. What's the deal?
So, before I answer that, I would like to say I really hope all the victims, including me, get justice and, things that have happened in the past with him and with anybody else, everything gets resolved because a lot of us don't deserve that. And, I just feel like a lot of things have been swept under the rug for so long, and I feel sorry to the victim. I've been through a lot of stuff with him, and it's just shocking.
Has this suit that you saw?
So let me ask you a question. If he does this, if he did this to you, how is it shocking? I just want to know, how is it shocking? If he allegedly did this to you, and then first of all, you didn't answer the question at all anyway, even after the fact, you still didn't answer the question. But I'm just asking a question. How are you shocked after you already known that he did this to everybody else, including you? Mariah, I'm sorry, Mariah be talking outside her neck, and again, until things are proven differently, and again, I'm not saying that Zion Williamson is not an abuser or whatever. He very well may be, allegedly. But this girl here, I'm sorry, y'all. It just it's your what is it? What is it saying? Your reputation perceives you, or what's the I mean, what's the saying? Somebody help me. Somebody help me. She's been doing this for the longest. She has been doing this for the longest. I don't know. I don't know. Stringing people along, making people feel one thing. Girl, anyway, anywho, anyhow. Just my thoughts on this. I thought that this was important to talk about because it was making its rounds. And this is not the first time that we've heard Mariah come out with these kind of claims. But again, this is the same girl who is literally shaped like a white refrigerator, coming out here talking about she ain't never had no plastic surgery. Ma'am, you're literally swollen. And you want us to sit up here and actually believe that you've never had surgery? Hey, Shade in the City, you want us to believe in our good minds that you have never had surgery? Try again, mamacita. Try again. Because we don't believe you. We don't believe you. Well, I ain't gonna say we, but Anywho, so I read the lawsuit to y'all. I read the factual part of the lawsuit. I'm going to read the rest of that stuff. I read the factual part of the lawsuit. Um, yes, a whole white refrigerator. She literally, oh, I wish I was on my computer because I will show y'all this interview that she did. Um, she literally goes out and she walks around in these weird clothes. I don't know if any of y'all follow her on social media. I don't follow her, but sometimes her stuff come up on my For You page. But if any of y'all follow her, basically what she do, she walk around all day in these weird, really weird clothes, and she walk around talking about how people hating on her, and oh my god, y'all just hating. No, ma'am, no one is hating. You look uncomfortable. No one is hating on that. You literally look uncomfortable. You look like your BBL hurts. You look like you just are in pain every day. Your lips look like they're in pain. Your butt looks like it's in pain. Your legs looks like it's in pain. Everything looks like you're in pain. I don't think anyone is hating on you. No. No. Y'all gotta stop saying that to cover up your insecurities that other people are hating on you, because that's not the case. You're insecure, honey. And again, those insecurities you got to focus on your own. You can't go around talking about people hating on you because you insecure about the way that you looking or the way you paid to look. And that's why you really want this money, so you can keep going up. See, y'all don't want to have a real conversation, but that's why you want the money. You want the money because this man probably stopped paying for your surgeries. Huh? Do y'all really want to have a real conversation today? I don't think you do. I mean, let's just be for real. Nah, Shayna City. I'm being for real. The girl looks uncomfortable. Look like it hurt when she sit down. It look like it hurt when she standing up, when she walking side to side. It look like she hurt when she wearing them heels. She just look like she's in pain. I don't understand. Do all that work on your body just to go into financial ruin to fix it. And it's crazy. And you getting up here lying on the internet to us about you not having no surgery ain't benefiting us in no way. It ain't benefiting us in no way because no one is hating on you. I want men and women to understand that. Stop covering up your insecurities by saying that people are hating on you, because that is not the case here. It's not. It's not. If you know your body just looks like that and everybody tells you, then mama, it's you and your insecurities. It has nothing to do with anybody hating on you. I've seen those videos and she looks ridiculous. Oh my god. It was one on TikTok I seen today where she was walking in some kind of little she was walking on the pavement or whatever. And she was like, yeah, all of y'all, I know y'all are gonna hate. Y'all are gonna hate on this. I am living my best life. I am so comfortable in the skin that I'm in. Are you really? Are you really though? No, you're not. You're not. Her ass does look like it hurt. It do. It look like it hurt. But again, like I said, I don't like. I don't like. Here's my thing. Why do people lie about getting surgeries? What is you lying for? We know when something no longer looks natural. We're not dumb. Hey, Miss Felicia. We ain't dumb. We know when your butt ain't natural. Like all these people that go out here and have these surgeries, and I'm not policing you because you can do whatever you want to your body. But just understand that if it looks a certain way, most people are probably gonna talk about it. And ma'am, we know you've had surgery. I don't understand why y'all be lying about that. Yeah, I had a little change left over, and I decided to go over here to Dr. Miami. I had to say that like Thais, LLE. I love when Thais say Miami. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Um, y'all go over there, Dr. Miami, get all this stuff pumped up in you and everything. Then you come back over here thinking we hating on you. No, girl, we're not. We're not. We're glad. We're glad. You know, I love me some Thais. When he say that is so it is so funny when he say Miami. um, but yeah, so this to me, again, it sounds like Mariah to me. It does. But again, unless I'm gonna keep following it and I'm gonna let y'all know if we hear something different. But as of right now, all of the sports, the sports blogs and stuff like that, they're reporting this, and so yeah, I just wanted to bring this back to y'all. Tomorrow we will discuss. Of course, we're gonna discuss Diddy, but tomorrow discuss the Akon's wife is suing one of his wives. He got 20. No, he really got 9. I think he got 9 wives. One of his wives is suing a Atlanta Publix because she was actually assaulted down to the Publix on the aisle, on the bread aisle. Y'all heard me, right? Y'all heard me? Did y'all hear what I said? She got actually a worded down to the bread aisle at the at the Publix. Hold on, let me read this real quick and then I'm gonna get off of here. We'll go over it further tomorrow, but let's do this one. I just want to get a synopsis, honey. I really don't know if it was the bread aisle, y'all, but I mean, she said she got a worded down there at a Publix. One of the 9 wives of the Grammy winning singer Akon is suing Publix supermarkets over a former employee who actually assaulted her. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hey. Okay, hold on. Again, I don't know if it's down the bread aisle, but I do know that it did happen. Or she's saying that it did happen. And I'm kind of wondering. Earlier, I went down the rabbit hole. Why I find that Publix is in so many lawsuits over sexual assault, and I'm like, how? What is we doing? Do y'all do background checks on these people? What we doing? Hold on one second. Wife sues Publix. Oh, okay. Let's try this again. Okay, here we go. So it says that one of the nine Grammy winning singers' wives, is suing public supermarkets over actual former person actually assaulting her. So let's get into it. Newly uncovered documents detail. Oh, if I click on detail, is these the documents? Girl, these ain't no documents. I thought these was the documents, honey. Okay, newly undercover I promise y'all this ad keep being thrown up in my face. Okay, there we go. Newly undercovered court documents detail a lawsuit tied to a September 2022 incident at Publix in Roswell, Georgia. What is going on with my computer? While I'm extra late, don't drag my girl to be uh your girl is delusional. I already did. I didn't drag her too bad, but I believe that this lawsuit sounds like her. It sounds like her. It don't sound like somebody else. And then based off of that video from TMZ, she is literally saying, Tracy, that she was actually, I mean, she said that she was actually assaulted, but what kind of threw me off was they started their relationship in what, like 2021, 2020, and then it ended in 2023. The allegations between this lawsuit was from 2020 to 2023. Not only that, at the bottom of the lawsuit, it stated that she, what is going on with my computer? Girl, let me restart this igloo. Uh, in 2023, she said that he tried to distribute their sex capades, whatever they was doing over there. That's what she said. I'm just telling you what she said. Okay. That's what she said. Okay, let me put this up on my phone, y'all. Because I don't know what's going on with my computer. Akon wife. All right, and then we're gonna get off of here. Here we go. All right. Newly uncovered court documents detail a lawsuit tied to a September 2022 incident at a Publix in Roswell, Georgia. Akon's wife, Amara Iman, Tham, 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 alleges that alleges that a confrontation with a store clerk, Jonathan Ross, left her emotionally distressed, forcing her to cancel a 12-city Europe tour, resulting in a $287,000 in lost fees as they plan to go on the tour. Okay. Is it the article? What is it? Okay, here we go. My creativity is gone, is what she told her therapist. She had been resorting to Instacart deliveries and $150 an hour for security while running essential errands after Ross touched her inappropriately. He touched her buttocks and her vaginal area while she was scanning groceries at the self checkout station. The lawsuit states. Now wait a minute. I'm sorry. This then. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can't get her name right, Brittany, because she African. She African. But wait a minute. Y'all down to the self checkout though? So he was grabbing your cooch and your booty down to the self checkout. Now that's a brave somebody right there. What the what? Little baby, you and I are right there together because we trying to figure it out. At the self checkout in front of everybody. I don't know. That's crazy. That dress got me rethinking my lunch break, Ross allegedly told her. Not the dress got you rethinking your lunch break. Oh my God. The store manager later acknowledged that Ross had displayed erratic behavior for months, but was still allowed to interact with customers unsupervised. Body cam footage captured Iman shaking, or her shaking voice, her voice shaking. She was shaking and her voice was trembling as she spoke with responding officers. He just violated me. The court filing details how the incident severely impacted her personal and professional life, citing the trauma that led to her cancel of her global tour project that she was going to earn $4 million on. As a result of Publix negligence, Miss Iman also suffered from serious emotional and physical trauma. The filing continued. In light of the sexual battery, Miss Iman was required to seek cleansing and therapy. What? Cleansing and therapy. Y'all, and Akon had to go to therapy with her because they basically. I'm sorry. This is not funny. This is not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny, I promise. But I'm just trying to figure out, is this stuff not on video camera? Not on and why was this, if the store employee was acting erratic and all of these things, why was he coming back to work every day? Why y'all ain't just let the man go? That's a reason to fire him. I'm not saying that this didn't happen, but my God, in the self checkout, she is she has been resorting to Instacart deliveries and $150 an hour while running essential grocery pickup or errand pickups. Y'all, I want that full lawsuit. I want the full lawsuit. Now, anyway, yeah, I want the full lawsuit. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. But I think that's crazy. Y'all. Listen, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I just had to talk about this. I know we were talking earlier. Shout out to us. We are growing over here. I ain't lying to y'all. That Diddy case is bringing some subscribers over here, and I'm here for it. Okay, I am here for it. So earlier today, I'm still in shock that we got 17K views on that Diddy video. That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm still shocked. So shout out to y'all. Can't do it without y'all. Itty bitty. What's going on, itty bitty? Itty bitty little ditty. Hey, Ray 8405. That's all I have for this particular video, y'all. We'll be up in here bright and early in the morning. I plan on starting on time for the Diddy trial, child. Mia is still on the stand. Yeah, Mia's still on the stand. And I did see that we have four new witnesses that's going to testify. The hotel maintenance man, or not the maintenance man, but the janitor. Enrique Santos, the security from the Intercontinental Hotel, and it's some other people. It was like 4 people on the list, so it's one other person that will be testifying. So we will be back tomorrow to discuss that, or to live tweet and do all the things that we need to do for that. I wanted to definitely come back. Be expecting, so for my Patreons and for my members only, I am currently working on a project that will drop this week in Patreon. I'm not sure of the day yet, but I am working on a project that will drop this week. And I think you guys will like it. You'll like it. It's very interactive. It's cute. You'll like it. With that being said, guys, I am going to get out of here. The Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming on tonight. I promise I will get back on track with my reviews. Now that we're in like week three, now that we're in like week three of the trial, I can really focus on some other stuff as well. What's the man's name again? What man? Which man? Oh, the man who R worded of the husband. I mean the wife. Hold on, let me see. His name is Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross is his name, and her name is I can spell it. I'll just put it in the chat in case if you don't know what her name is. Um, and I don't know why, but I've been seeing her name spelled different. Mara. Um, I hate when spell check try to get you together, girl. But when I need you to get me together, you don't get me together. So don't try to get me together now, girl. Okay, let's see, Iman. Um, let's see. Okay, that's her name. Oh, it didn't go in there, did it? It didn't. I did all that typing for nothing. um, is that it? Yeah. I don't know why it ain't showing up. I'm definitely typing in the chat. It ain't showing up. They have video of people skipping checking. Sure, dude, because let me tell you what happened to me while I was at the Walmart the other day. Let me tell y'all this. Now I promise I'm going to get off here. I was down to the Walmart, right? And I happened to accidentally drop one of my bell peppers over on the other side of the thing because I bagged them up in different bags. So like I had a green, yellow, red, and I bagged it up in different bags. So when I got ready to transfer the green bag, I had it all together. I'm transferring it over, and I accidentally dropped one of the other bell peppers in the bag. I mean, on the other side of the thing. Here come the lady trotting over there, and the thing just replaying. I was like, damn, it was an accident. I ain't got to steal no 79 cent. I ain't got to steal no doggone 79 cent bell pepper. Okay, baby. I don't. It was a green bell pepper, girl. I had literally everybody knows that the other color bell peppers cost more. Okay. So when she coming over there, I mean, boy, and first of all, she was limping. She barely making it over there real fast. Lady, I ain't fit to steal no bell pepper. Boy, if y'all don't get out my face. So yeah, so the self-checkout definitely caught all of this interaction. Most definitely. Most definitely. I ain't never. I ain't coming up here and stealing no bell pepper. Speaking of Netta is having a meet and greet down to the Steak and Shake. And if y'all want to book her, let her know. She will come to your local Steak and shake and steak it up. Okay? That's what she said. Anyway, y'all, I'm gone. Y'all have a good evening. Bye. I said you better stay.